Well, hello there, you faithful few. Welcome back to DMS Adventures, where the videos are hard to sell, but the reviews do pretty well. Well, I think I have finally got enough information and use to be able to do a solid review of the Granite Gear Crown to 60 liter backpack. So first, I'll give you kind of the rationale why I got this backpack. Second, we'll go over the specs of the backpack. Third, we'll check out some of the great features. And fourth, we'll give you some of the pros and cons. Thanks, geese. Well, I began my backpacking career with the Teton Sports Explorer 4000 backpack. That was a solid backpack that I still have and I still like. The only issue with it was 5 pounds. And as I started to enjoy backpacking, the first thing I wanted to do was start to lighten my load. And if you could drop a couple pounds out of your backpack, that's kind of the best place to start. So I went looking around, and through reviews such as this one, I came across the Granite Gear Crown 2 60 liter backpack. It came highly recommended by several people, and it was kind of a budget option at the time, so I gave it a shot. And here it is. So I picked this pack up for about $107 back in January of 2001 on Amazon. Now, this particular model backpack is no longer available. However, the version that they have out now at the time of filming sells for $199. So not as great of a deal as it used to be, but I still think it's worth it, and hopefully this review will show you why. So let's jump into the specs of this backpack. It has a roll top, so the height can vary, but generally speaking, if you pack it pretty full, you're gonna have about 28 inches in height, 15 inches in width, and 11 inches in depth. This is the long version, which means its torso length ranges from 21 to 25 inches. It is an internal frame backpack, but you can remove it. I'll show you that later. Now, the pack weight is a little convoluted, but that's actually a good thing because this backpack is very versatile. You can remove the brain, you can remove the internal frame, you can even remove the hip belt if you don't want it. So as you see it right here with everything on, the pack comes in at 40.8 ounces, which for me was nearly a 3-pound drop in just the backpack weight. The brain weighs 2.8 ounces by itself, the frame weighs 6.9 ounces by itself, and the hip belt weighs 6.8 ounces by itself. So if you remove all those things, the pack comes in at a low 24.6 ounces. So this pack does not come with a rain fly. This is a look at the back underneath the straps. This would be the portion that's up against your back. It is padded, not particularly deep on the vents that it creates here for airflow, and consequently you will get a little sweaty on your back, but it's not too terrible. There is a little bit of lumbar support down here, but not a whole lot. The shoulder straps are reasonably wide and reasonably padded. Not quite as much as my Explorer 4000, but still sufficient for good comfort, in my opinion. Got your handle right here, a sewn strap right here to give you a couple places to attach things. Here is the sternum strap, which is adjustable up and down this part of the strap. One thing that originally gave me pause for concern were the size of these buckles. They are very tiny, at least relative to my Teton Sports Explorer 4000, so I was a little concerned about their durability. But as it turns out, I haven't had any problems with them. They've been great. So down here with the hip belt, we've got a decent amount of padding here and 2 hip belt pockets, which I like. They suffer from the usual problem of not being able to zip it with one hand or unzip it with one hand. You end up having to hold that to get it open. The buckle down here at the bottom is a little bit more robust than all the other ones. It cinches down around your waist very easily, and just overall the comfort of wearing it has been pretty good. This is only my second backpack for a real frame of reference, so take it for what it's worth. I don't suppose there is a backpack when you put it 30 pounds on you where you go, oh, this feels like it's just 15 pounds. Turning to the side of the pack, you have this, I believe it's Lycra material, very stretchy. This is where your water bottle pocket is. Got a side strap right here. I usually end up putting the trekking poles or the center pole for the Trekker 3 on one of these sides. The other side is identical. There's another pocket here and another strap for holding things on. There is a lower strap as well and a small pocket right here where you can either put the strap through underneath or over the top of it. Moving to the front, to the back of the backpack, I'm not sure. Another stretchy Lycra piece. Use this a lot for putting in like a rain jacket or anything that gets wet. You can just slip it down in here. It's decent size. You're able to get a fair amount of stuff stretched down in there. Then you do have compression straps for that, to be able to keep things nice and tight up against your back. Got loops down at the bottom for connecting anything else there onto the bottom if you need to. And there are little loops up here on the brain as well if you need to attach something to the top. On the brain up here at the top, you do have a zippered pocket with a fair amount of room in here. Med kit, water kit, stuff like that will go up here. Now, as I mentioned, the brain does come off. You've got these two buckles right here. Just clip those off, flip it around, clip them off here and here, and boom, you got a detached brain. There is a compression strap at the top to hold the roll top down. That's right here. And then one more buckle up here, and this is where the roll top is. So you've got a kind of rubberized material across the top of this, double stitched. Stuff things down in there, seal it up, roll it over, and you get a little bit of extra water protection in having that rolled over and closed. And then this compression strap just helps to hold everything down. There is a place for a water bladder inside of this, hook to be able to hang it from, as well as the hole in the back for your hose to come out. Then down inside here is a zipper on the back side, and you just unzip that, and that gives you access to the plastic frame. There's the zipper. Just open that up, and you can see the plastic piece right there. Just kind of got to flip it out, and as mentioned, the frame comes out. This is just a lightweight plastic, lots of holes in there just to keep the weight down, but still give you something rigid to give you a frame to help support your weight. As I mentioned, the hip belt is removable and adjustable. It can be adjusted for waist from 26 inches to 42 inches. So let me go show you how that works. All right, so if you're so inclined to take the hip belt off, it is just Velcroed in here. There's a little piece of Velcro on the back of this right here. Just loosen that up with your fingers, and then you can work it through. And then here is your adjustability. There's extra material right here that gives you the ability to unvelcro that. Wait, where was I? I'm at 32. Unvelcro that, and then if you need 42 inches, there's also Velcro here where you can just put it right there. Got 41 inches or so, slide that back in. If you're super narrow waisted, you can come right over to there and shorten it up like that. It's like the old lifting belts. So I'm going to put that back on 32, and then just feed it back through. And the Velcro doesn't catch too much on here until you get it. There we go. I think it's caught on the zipper. So pull that through, kind of lifting that Velcro piece off until you get it pulled through where you need it. Just even it up and ready to go. Well, now that I've taken you around the backpack, given you a little bit of a look at it, here are the pros that I see. First of all, it's reasonably priced. I think it's actually a good value, especially for beginner backpackers. I think if you spend a little bit more money and have a lighter pack, which lightens your load overall, I think you'll be more likely to try it again in the future. The fact that it is lightweight is probably the second pro that I would give to this backpack. Fully assembled, still just about 2.5 pounds. I think it's pretty decent. And then just how versatile this is. You can get it all the way down to 24 ounces, just literally 1.5 pounds. That is pretty good for those ultralighters out there. And so far, it's been pretty durable. I haven't had any rips, any loose threads, any issues with it so far. And I've been using it for over a year now. I don't really have too many cons for this backpack. There is one thing though that sort of bothers me, and it's really a little bit more of a nitpick, I guess. On the sternum strap, this one is on an actual strap, whereas this one is attached, the buckle is attached right to this strap right here. And so there is no movement with this. And when trying to get this attached with my chest rig on, it actually gets a little problematic for me to be able to reach in there and get this attached. I would just prefer it was 2 separate straps. Again, not a big deal. Some people probably wouldn't even notice. But like I said earlier, these little tiny baby buckles kind of worried me, but I have had absolutely no problem with them. They have held down everything nice and tightly. Never had any go loose on me by accident, and none of them have broken yet. So overall, this is a really solid backpack, and I would go so far as even to call it a budget backpack, especially if you could find one on sale. I do know there are 2 versions, one that uses this Lycra material and another one that has more of a mesh that isn't particularly stretchy. I prefer this stretchy material that comes on this particular model. And I saw that the latest model has that option as well. So if you're looking for a new backpack or trying to just lighten your load, it's worth checking out the Granite Gear Crown 2 60-liter backpack. So I really hope this was helpful for someone out there. I want to thank you so much for watching, and you all have a great day.